What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony Scorp. We are with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
This is episode number 130 and take number 2 because the first take I couldn't even get the first 3 words out because my computer sucks. But have a good. How are you doing, everybody? Today, it's a good old Wednesday. We love Wednesdays in this house and Deception's house. Don't worry, guys. My PC is currently halfway. My new PC is currently halfway built, so we're getting there on the new PC and not the atrocious stuff we've got going on here. So we've got a couple topics to talk about today. Just want to go ahead and start off by saying I don't remember. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Never mind. Just kidding. Haha. Lol. Just kidding. JK. We're gonna talk about Call of Duty Zombies because they did like the whole like zombies thing yesterday, right?
Yeah, so they said that they were gonna have a zombies week this week. We've already started with a little bit of stuff. Like on Monday there were a few teasers. There were a few teasers that were released, like little bits and pieces. There was something with the transit music in there. Apparently, like maybe we were seeing possible POIs from different games. But then today, after they teased that stuff yesterday, we got an intro cinematic trailer for the new map, which looks very interesting. So it's kind of now this was like spoiler alert for people that didn't play Reckoning like me. This is the Reckoning like end cutscene, but like an alternate like version of it.
I'll throw sound on actually. It's like very. We'll watch like the full thing here. Hold on. Throw some sound on here. Ooh. Are we getting good? Oh, it's not loading. Great. Love that for me. Are we having issues again? Am I trying to do too much at once again? Yep. Alright. Okay, I think podcast might be an L today because my computer just straight up is not working. Deception.
How many other things do you have open?
I have Twitter, Discord, Streamlabs, our chats, and that's it.
That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I have literally nothing open. And, well, not literally nothing, but like I do not have a lot open and it's like already crashing, so I don't understand why this is an issue for me currently. I'm actually kind of mad. Brief. Okay, we'll try watching this video again. Okay, it's working this time. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
You kind of because you see both of the crews like meet up, which is kind of funny.
Choose a party.
Yeah, so we've got like our crew here from BO7.
So we got like, along with this trailer, we also got like breakdowns for like the lore of these characters, which is interesting. But
got them all in one frame. Let's go.
It's a really, really good. That'd be a good screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Or, technically,
Ugh, that's actually that's so much aura. What?
of course. And who the fuck are you?
That's what I'm saying.
I know
Who the fuck are you? Who is this
y'all
guy?
are confused.
Yo, I'm confused.
So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Bum ba da dum, bum 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 bum. What? What are they? What is he sucking out of them? Wait. Wait. Yo, this is actually. I actually
That's a
haven't watched
clip.
this yet. Shut
That's a
up.
pause clip.
Is he like sucking out their essence?
See y'all real soon.
Their aura? Like he's sucking out all their like. Their
Yeah, he
essence.
just straight up just took their souls and now he just poofs back into the dark ether.
So they're soulless.
Dude, there's some very good cinematic scenes in here.
Oh my god.
Like there's one coming up that's really good.
Oh god, no. Dude, tell me they're not freaking sprinters like that. So they're just like soulless. Oh my god, Katana, hello, please. So are they just like soulless beings? So like, I guess that makes things a little different.
My thing about the story is I wonder if they are soulless now and they have to like go into the dark ether to get their souls back.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, hell, if I lost my soul, I'd want to get it back. Not feeling anything wouldn't feel very great. Make you a badass fighter, though. That's for sure.
This is a pretty cool trailer.
Yeah, no, they actually ate with this. Oh, the double.
Takio throwing
Oh,
the katana into the zombie and then Maya picking it up and
Bro.
taking care of business.
that's what's up. Yeah, the teamwork on this trailer is actually like so sick. It's like out of a movie.
This trailer just makes me wish that like whatever this map is that's coming, which I mean this has not been confirmed. Like this has not been confirmed or denied. But it makes me wish that this map that's coming was 8 players instead of 4.
Mm-hmm. That'd be so hectic and sick though. Like the first few rounds would be like
Yeah,
you
but
have
it's a
to like.
huge map, so 8 players on that big of a map probably wouldn't be that crazy.
Yeah, you'd have to probably be very strategic at the beginning, especially with that many people to like have one person kill the zombies, like 2 people. And that way you could get like the points and everything like that.
Honestly, you could probably have like some people just hop in the truck and go somewhere else.
Yeah, probably. But you know, there's only so many zombies that spawn per round, so.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
increases with player size.
Oh, that's true. You're right, you're right, you're right. You are correct. I don't know, I just think that that trailer is so sick.
Yeah,
there's a reply down
that's
here
a cool trailer.
that I feel like is very accurate. Anyway.
Yeah, that is a very good trailer. I honestly think that trailer is probably better than any of the Black Ops 6 trailers.
Yeah, no, honestly, that trailer is sick. Kudos, because that's awesome. I really enjoyed that. I wish I had my face cam on, because like my reactions were just like, like jaw dropping actually. Funny
Yeah,
enough.
so they pulled this out yesterday, which is very interesting. I didn't expect that this early. I thought maybe they would like end the week off with this. But we got the intro cinematic trailer. They released lore for the characters. They put a blog out or something that had like all the stuff in it. Especially for the new characters. Well, technically they're not new characters, but we're bringing the old crew back, and because they're in the dark ether, their stories are a little bit different. But they also said yesterday that there is going to be a full zombies reveal prior to COD Next, and it's going to be sometime next week. it's going to be like a full reveal. So that's interesting.
Ooh.
Sounds like they're pulling out all the stops again for zombies, which is great.
I love that. That is what I want to know and what I want to hear. So kind of going more into like what they've been saying about stuff. We'll just go like straight to Charlie and
There's a rumor right now going around that this map might have more than 6 POIs, and it might have a POI for every game. Because they showed off teasers that had stuff from World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2 in it. So there's a rumor right now that maybe there's going to be a POI for something from every zombies game.
Yeah, so looking at like the crew for zombies, we've got I gotta fix my thing over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've
I
got
don't know what that guy's name is that sucked
in
their
the
souls
center.
out.
I want to know him so bad. I want to be him.
He honestly like the first impression of him that I got was this guy looks like if the Shadow Man came from Buried.
Oh, yes. But the thing is I just want to be him. Like, I like, you ever just want to like be someone so bad? Like he is like giving like this like persona, this like aura that I just want for myself. Just walk into a room carrying fucking
like,
floating skulls and cages and just
like,
being
his
like
kind of thing is almost like the Shadow Man. Like I wonder if he's because like when Shadows of Evil came out, it was like the Shadow Man was like almost the centerpiece of the whole thing rather than the characters, and like he played such a big part in the map and like the Easter egg, and I wonder if this guy's gonna do the same thing.
yeah. I mean, so we've got
Maybe they bring back the Easter egg where instead of the Shadow Man, that he's standing somewhere and you can shoot him to advance the rounds. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, or like that would actually be really sick. So we've got Dempsey, Nikolai, Takeo, Richtofen, and then we've got Maya. Classic crew of Call of Duty, Black Ops
and you have the
Zombies,
Black Ops 6 crew,
which is Maya, Weaver, Carver, and Gray. Those skins though, they look really sick. I hope they're like available like on launch, or like maybe even map specific. I don't know if I want them to be map specific, but like definitely available to play like as in multiplayer.
I think those are probably going to be the default skins, to be honest.
Honestly, I'm not mad about that. Cause those are pretty cool default skins. TBH. So I'm down for it. And then you can like mix and match, and we are kind of talking about this too like a couple weeks ago, where like they'll like interact with each other, you know, with saying certain lines.
We didn't really know how that would go down, but now that we saw this trailer and it seems like they work together really well, I'm very interested to see how they interact with each other.
Yeah, what would be really cool is like, now Call of Duty, honestly, take my idea for this, but give me some sort of like royalty or something if you do use it, like $100 or something. I don't know. But like have them work together, like have like, you know how there's like finisher moves? There should be like character combo specific finisher moves that like say you're like Maya and Weaver, or like even like in the trailer like Maya and Takeo, like the sword thing, like where you have to do it with someone else and you guys have to do it at the same time. Like that'd be sick. In my personal opinion, I think that would look sick. Maybe like logistically it wouldn't work out well, but like in my head that would be like sick.
Like these field upgrades kind of emulating a lot of the old specialist abilities from like BO3 and BO4 really make me wonder like what could they do for zombies? Like are we gonna have those in zombies as well? I mean, I assume we might. But it's like at the same time, it's like, what if they do some zombie specific stuff? And like I've heard some things about like people are kind of like some people are still kind of like not extremely happy about things like score streaks being in the game. But I've
Mhm.
heard people make some suggestions for changes to the score streaks that sort of zombify them,
Mhm.
which would make it fun.
That would
Like
be really
somebody
cool.
suggested, like instead of a chopper gunner like the typical one that we have now, you do like an Ethereum chopper that's like
Oh,
zombified and has like purple Ethereum coming out of it, and
that
it
would be
shoots
sick.
instead of a minigun, it shoots ray gun bullets.
Honestly, they'd probably make that like a skin or something, because now they're starting to like skin a bit like nades and stuff like that. So they'll probably end up getting score streaks, and that's probably gonna be like a
Yeah.
microtransaction, unfortunately. But that would be really sick.
Honestly, though, like I think of all the maps, like since Cold War, where we've had score streaks, I think whatever this map is might be the best map for it. Like this might be a map where it really makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting Ted skins though, which is really cool. Um, which that one is actually really sick. Um, sorry, I'm like scrolling through Charlie Intel, and they have like Black Ops 7, but also like Battlefield stuff. Oh, the Reaper.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Battlefield stuff that came out today too that we could probably talk about.
Yeah.
Like they showed all the weapons. But yeah, the it's kind of funny. They showed off all the they showed off the skins for the Vault Edition, and basically all they are is just we made them slightly darker.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to the
That's
COD
about it.
blog. We'll go to the COD blog.
Yeah, the COD blog has like lore stuff for the characters.
Yeah.
in
So
them.
welcome to the party. A southern drawl echoes across the lobby. Da 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 da. Who is this guy? We don't know.
I would love to know who that guy is.
So we're going against like, if you want to learn more about like the
I mean, the Black Ops 6 characters don't really have that much of a change in lore. The real
No.
lore changes when you get to the classic characters. They're quite different.
Yeah, so Takeo Masaki is disgraced Ronin who wandered 1591 feudal Japan without master or honor, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Bound by a code he only still barely survives in, he seeks redemption in chaos of battle, his blade both a burden he must bear and a judgment of his enemies. Nikolai Belinsky, Soviet tank commander Nikolai Belinsky, arrives in the dark ether from brutal, mountainous landscape of 1984 Afghanistan, where duty, disillusionment, and misfortune collided. Scarred by war and haunted by both betrayal and his own decisions, he masks his bitterness with dark humor, yet remains a steadfast warrior when the shells begin to fall. Then we have Dr.
I can't wait
Edward.
to hear about Nikolai's endless stories about all of his different wives.
Oh my god. It's like Granny Tonage and all her husbands. It's Nikolai and all of his wives. So
Oh, that's funny.
yeah. And then we have Dr. Edward Richtofen. He actually has a little bit more lore. So Dr. Edward Richtofen, a brilliant but unhinged scientist and hero of the Reich. He finds himself torn from 1945 in a world where the Axis powers triumphed over the Allied nations. Shaped by ambition and tainted by corruption, he masked his innate sadism and considerable ego behind quick wit and a charming smile. He vows that reality itself will untimely bow to his designs. Ripped from their respective timelines, our expanded crew find themselves thrown together in an alien dimension, accompanied by old friends, uncertain allies, and something far, far worse. What was the other one I missed?
Kind of the
Oh,
point
Tank
that-
Dempsey, I missed.
The point with Richtofen that everybody was talking about was everybody was like, "Wait, Richtofen is from a dimension where the Nazis won."
Yeah, what? No, thank you. So he's like, his ego is probably even higher. I forgot about Tank Dempsey. I scrolled past him on accident. That's my bad. So this incarnation of Tank Dempsey is a battle-hardened U.S. Marine who most recently fought through the jungles of 1968 Vietnam with grit, sarcasm, and a relentless will to survive. In this fractured reality, his distrust of his new companions and the unfamiliar surroundings have turned the otherwise dependable soldier into the unpredictable wild card of the group.
I really hope that all these guys have very extensive voice lines
Oh,
and that they
please.
talk a lot, because that'd be
Please,
great.
please. I need them to yap. So I mean, the Black Ops 6, 7 character, well, the Black Ops 6 characters have a little bit more lore added onto them. So we got Gregory Weaver, a ranger trained CIA operative. Gregory Weaver's combat acumen and espionage know-how have carried him through countless engagements. After his mother defected from the former Soviet Union, Weaver dedicated his life to exceptional military service in clandestine operations. Haunted by tactical errors and driven by desire to fight for something he believes in, Weaver stands strong with those who fight beside him. Weaver has been transformed by the fall of the Janus Towers. No longer a shadowy spy master, he has become a hardened leader forged by sacrifice. With Requiem shattered, he gathers the broken pieces in the fight against the Dark Ether, determined to ensure his friends survive. And then we have Dr. Elizabeth Gray, a highly educated and brilliant scientist. Dr. Elizabeth Gray is renowned for her groundbreaking discoveries in the study of Ethereum. However, turbulent events and sinister uses of her discoveries led her down a dark path. Transformed by years of imprisonment at the hand of the former director of Requiem, she uses her genius and scientific mind to ensure her team maintains every tactical advantage. Gray walks away from Janus Towers with her victories tempered by a growing unease, the gnawing doubt that science may not be able to truly mend the damage it has wrought. Once a steadfast believer in reason, she is now starting to suspect that survival may demand something beyond the equations and experiments that once brought her comfort. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. These guys are extensive. Okay, 2 more, and then we'll move on. Major Mackenzie Carver comes from a family line of military excellence and distinguished himself with exceptional skill and commitment to his country and brothers in arms. Despite being stripped of his rank, he maintains his mental and physical discipline throughout his incarceration, determined to restore his reputation. Carver leaves Janus Towers with his fury at the Dark Ether sharpened, reforged into a burning clarity of purpose. No longer content to follow orders, he embraces the role of protector, seeking to carve out a future where humanity can stand on its own, free of masters either mortal or cosmic in nature. Oh my goodness. And then so we have Maya Equinaldo, trained in the family business of smuggling since she was a kid. Maya Equinaldo brings stealth, covert tactics, and a sharp mind to every engagement. Street smart and deadly, her effectiveness in combat comes from long years of honing her skills in infiltration, evasion, and misdirection. Her knowledge of the criminal underworld and its unorthodox tactics often come in handy, but unfiltered opinions and an acid tongue can make it hard for her to win friends. Her pursuit of the syndicate, the Scorpion Syndicate, that abducted her brother threw her into the Requiem's path when she helped free their leaders on Terminus Island. Throughout her
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Bringing her brother into this, the fucking like big dude with like 17,000 arms and heads, and anyway, throughout her depth in the science and machinations of machinations. I don't know. Of the Dark Ether, her grit, grief, and hard-earned street instincts made her an essential ally in a fight for larger than her own. Uncertain of how her role with her newfound quote-unquote family, the events at Janus Towers removed her luxury of choice. Once again, she has been thrown in with allies old and new if she is to have any chance of survival. Oh my god, that was a lot of reading. I didn't even read that much for school.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
The Lord,
and I mean,
go crazy.
them talking about how that we're going to get a full reveal next week, just that confirms that there's going to be zombies gameplay at God Next. There's no way there's not.
No, please give us God Next gameplay. Ba 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 ba. So I mean, we're going into COD Black Ops 7 Zombies week. Early access starts October 2nd. Then the open beta is October 5th. So if we're looking at the map of months.
I love that it just straight runs for like a week straight, though.
Yeah. So it
Like, that's
starts
incredible.
2 weeks from tomorrow. Is when the early access starts, and then that Sunday till Wednesday, so 3 weeks from today, is the open access. So you best believe I'm gonna be on the game, trying it out on that open access, to see if it's worth
And
my
you
money.
gotta remember, if you pre-order the game, or even if you just have Game Pass, you get early access, so you
Looks
can
like I'm
play
getting
from the
Game
very first
Pass.
day.
Looks like I'm getting Game Pass. This is available to players who have pre-ordered. Da 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 da. More intel to come. So, anyway, that's kind of like. Is there anything else that kind of has been talked about as far as Black Ops Zombies so far?
There hasn't really been anything else, and I don't think they posted any teasers today. I'll have to look,
Let me
but
see.
I don't think they posted any teasers yet today.
Let's see. Meet the expanded team. When was this? 1 day ago. Yeah, that's all so far. It was supposed to be a week of Call of Duty, so is today like the first day? Or yesterday like the first day?
Oh, the only thing we've gotten is we got a logo for the map that Treyarch posted.
Yeah. This Ashes of the Damned. Which does look really sick, I'm not gonna lie. I do like that. It reminds me of like an old like movie, like an old horror movie, you know?
You know what's funny though? Somebody has already redone this and made it look so much better.
I'm not shocked. Is it like it's probably in the responses to this? I really should stop going through these on Shadows of the Damned. Oh, yikes. Anyway, MW3's on Game Pass now. Nice. So that's kind of like where we're at with Zombies. TBH, I think there really isn't much else going on. Oh, there it is.
Yup.
That actually looks so sick. I do like that one better.
That one is so much better. Literally,
Yeah.
like they really didn't do that much to it.
Yeah,
but, like, it looks so much better.
The colors, the portal, like it's just like they could have spent like 15 more minutes on it. It would have been like 1,000 times better. But alas, this is Call of Duty, and they.
I mean, what can you tell them? The AI didn't tell them to do all that, so they didn't.
Yeah. All right.
It's pretty exciting though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad that we're gonna get like a full reveal, and they're gonna go in depth before COD next.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be awesome.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Okay, let me go back to. You want to go right into Battlefield since I already have it pulled up here on Charlie Anto?
Yeah.
All right.
We've not only gotten confirmed things about Battlefield, we've had rumored things about Battlefield.
Mm-hmm. So, new Battlefield gameplay. There's gonna be the Battle Royale 4 is gonna be launching at the end of October, around October 28th. The Battle Royale is expected to be free to play. So here's some gameplay from Battlefield 6. I mean, those of you that really like realistic games, Battlefield's kind of like the one to be, because like this gameplay feels very like Tarkov-y, and as far as its realism.
I don't know how much I would actually enjoy just like the regular gameplay of Battlefield, but I think the BR will be interesting. I definitely think I might have to give that a try.
I agree. I love BRs. Looks like they're using some sort of score streak in this gameplay. It's got slide. It looks like pretty clean movement. I mean, I'm not really picking up anything too like clunky, really.
The movement is pretty good.
Yeah.
Even with some of the small nerfs they've done to movement after the beta, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, and there's last down too. Which is nice. Get knocked down, but get up again. Never gonna kick me down. Oh, that's a nice revive. Okay, okay. Not gonna watch too much of that, but it looks pretty nice. I mean, so they're also gonna have a cross-platform on this one as well. You can turn it on and off. Players with matchmaking against all platforms, but it prioritizes putting console players together. Crossplay off, only matchmake with people on your platform. There's no console, only crossplay. So it's either PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. Which I think is nice to reach. I like it. I've lost my train of thought, sorry.
I don't really know how much I'll actually be playing Battlefield, but like I do think I want to try the BR. I think the BR will be kind of fun, possibly.
Yeah.
I like that they showed off all the weapons. They definitely have quite a number of weapons coming. I saw like there's like a Scar looking gun in there, something that looked like an ACR, something that kind of looked like an AMAX. There was a bunch of notable SMGs in there, like P90, MP5, MP7, UMP. They just all obviously have like different names because the shooter games have had a habit of not naming the guns what they're actually named for probably legal reasons.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think Battlefield would be a very good competitor to COD. Hopefully.
I think so too, and I think it kind of gives that realism that people are looking for. We can actually kind of take a look at like the weapons that are gonna be in here too. So we've got the L10 Factory as an LMG. Then we've got well, there's two LMGs: the L10 Factory and the KTS 100 MK8. Then we've got the M39 EMR. Then the SVK 8.6. Then we've got the a sniper rifle of the M2010 ESR. Okay. And then we've got the I already went over that. That's the K10. And then we got the M4A1 assault rifle, the AK-20, AK-205, and then the M417A2. Kind of looks sick.
Yeah, a lot of those are from the beta.
Yeah. Then we've got the shotgun.
Those are beta guns.
Of the M87A1.
That thing was kind of nuts.
And then we've got the 18.5 KSK.
It's like an AS Val, almost.
It looks like an AS Val.
Looks very similar to an AS Val.
Then we got the P18 pistol, the N45A1 pistol, the M44,
the Magnum.
Revolver. Magnum Revolver. And then we've got the PW7A2, which I think...
like the MP7.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like that one too a lot. It's going to be one of my users, I'm sure. And then we have the M433, the last AR. And then the SBK, DMR. We got the Envo 20.
Or people like the DMRs.
Yeah, I mean, DMRs are good. I mean, they're single shot, like, doof. You know, hard hitting, mid range. And then we got the NVO 22 AE assault rifle. There's quite a few guns. Jesus Christ, there's like 46.
Yeah, they're a good number, especially the ones that have come out recently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
The
kind of breeze through.
TR7 looks kind of like an MTAR type gun. There's the Scar.
Cool.
Um,
Okay. SOAR, M10, SV98, PSR sniper, SVDM,
the PSR
LMR.
might be a favorite. It looks very similar
It looks.
to like an MSR/Ballista.
Yeah, I know. It looks hot. It looks sexy. I want it.
That might be a favorite.
Yeah, M39 EMAR, QBZ, the DRS IAR, the M60, the RPKM, M24, the M1250, M12.
Yeah. Sort of like there's one
M23K.
that looks like an M60, M91.
The USG 90, which is kind of like a
That's a P.
Yeah.
That's a P90 for sure.
Oh yeah, love me a P90. Then we got the KV9, which is kind of like a vector kind of thing.
Dude, I love the Vector in like any game.
SCW10, SL9, UMG40.
That one sort of looks like, what was it called, the Fennec from
Yeah.
there's like an MP5 and then
There's
obviously
and
like
then
a
there's the
UMP.
too, UMP. And then there's the PW5, which is like an MP5, M277, the M4 172. There's a lot of guns. SG55 3R. Yeah, there's a lot of guns. Oh, they're literally like right here too. I guess go. Well, it looks like we're getting 8 ARs,
And a number of guns.
7 carbines, 8 SMGs, 8 LMGs, 4 marksman rifle, 4 DMRs, 3 snipers, 3 shotguns, and 4 secondaries, which honestly is quite a lot to choose from, honestly.
Number of guns.
There's a number of guns, which is really cool. I think
That
that's
is
a good.
up
That's a
there
good.
with that is up there with the number of guns that we had in like MW2.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have 46 in this game, and MW2 we had like 51.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I like that. I think I'm really excited for Battlefield. I really want to see this game succeed. Do you think? I don't think we've actually had this conversation yet, and I kind of want to get your thoughts on this, as you've kind of like a little bit more into it than I am right now, as far as just like being in tune with the scene and everything. But do you think that there's like an esports side to this game?
Probably not. Maybe there's potential for it, maybe in like BR, but I don't think that the core like multiplayer of Battlefield would ever do that.
Yeah.
I think there has been esports in Battlefield before, but it's never been that big.
Yeah, because you would have to have like
Never
a lot
been
of people.
super attractive.
You'd have to have
I
a
think
lot
the
of
BR
people.
side of it, there is a possibility, but
Okay.
I don't think the multiplayer will have anything like that.
Okay. That's what I was thinking too. Like, because most BRs are pretty easy to turn into some sort of competitive esport and or make tournaments in and such. So.
Well, and it's also one of those things where it's like, would EA even want to do that? Because like obviously they have Apex already, but it's just like I don't think EA has ever seen. I don't think EA or DICE have ever seen Battlefield as like an esport type of game.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's never really been that big, and they've really never made a push for that.
I mean, with just like the spot that Call of Duty's in, and with how competitive, like how much of a competitor Battlefield is seen to Call of Duty right now, I think with it, you know, especially introducing the BR this time around, I think the push for some sort of esport, especially with like the failure of like Warzone currently, and like not a failure, but like lack of support in the BR competitive realm. I think there's a high possibility if they want to capitalize on it.
The only thing with Battlefield that I'd say with esports, and this is why I say that BR is probably the way they get into it if they did it, is like if Battlefield did esports and try to compete with COD, it would not look anything like what traditional Battlefield fans like out of their Battlefield. Like if Battlefield tried esports, it'd probably be like a 4v4 or 5v5 on those smaller maps that were meant for 8v8.
Yeah.
And that would look nothing like what your typical Battlefield player wants to play.
No. It would not. I mean, I just kind of wanted your opinion on it and see what you think, because I feel like those teams would just be so big. Like you'd have to put like a football team together to do like one team versus
Yeah, that's
another
what I'm
team.
saying. If you wanted to do like 32v32, it'd be insane. I don't think that.
So, I think, I don't know. I just think it's real cool. That they're adding the BR. I think it would be a good addition for them to make something happen with it. My internet is spiking down again, or my computer's spiking down again. I don't know which one. Yeah. With it'll be interesting to see what goes on with that.
I just think it's funny because it's like if you wanted to have 32v32 in Battlefield esports, and you wanted to do it that way, one lobby would be more than the entire COD League. You
Yeah,
have more than the entire COD League in one lobby.
that's actually that's crazy. I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, it could work. It would just be a lot. I feel like gaming would have to, like, the game would have to be a lot more popular. And the teams would be very,
I just like
be
I
very
said,
different.
If you wanted to do COD, if you wanted to try to compete with COD esports in your Battlefield, you'd have to do it, and it'd have to be 4v4 or 5v5 on those very small maps compared to the typical Battlefield maps. And like, I feel like people who are esports fans, and especially COD fans, would probably be into it maybe. But the thing is, you're not gonna capture your typical Battlefield player
No,
by doing that, because that's not what they typically want to play.
I agree. So I mean, I think keeping an eye out for the battle royale would, I think that might definitely be something that they venture down the road of.
Yeah, I think it's entirely possible that, especially if the BR blows up, that they attract some players and try to get some esports stuff in there. But I also wouldn't be surprised if that never happens and esports just never makes a big impact in Battlefield.
Yeah, well, we will see, I suppose. We will see. So kind of going into our last topic of the day, talking a little bit about roster mania for Call of Duty. We will do like a full deep dive kind of thing going for it. But there's some developments for Ghosty and Envoy. They have been officially released from the roster.
It's kind of confirmed that they're not coming back. They were both initially like rumored to be free agents, and I mean, unless something falls through and these can't make a deal on what's rumored, I don't think these two are coming back.
Yeah.
And there's already heavy rumors that the Gentlemates have thrown them a ton of money, and that they'll possibly be playing for, well, unless they relocate, it'll be the other side of LA. But yeah, there were rumors from even before they were announced as free agents that these two got a serious offer from Gentlemates, and that Thieves were already looking at making a change. So, not really a surprise that they're gone, but I don't know. I feel very iffy about it. Like, I don't understand why they wanted to blow this up after 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, they
This
were a
team
good
had so
team.
much potential. They just needed to like patch a couple holes up, and that's about it.
I mean, it honestly could also have been like a financial issue too, because I mean, this was an expensive team. I mean, Nate Shot said it himself, like he took a pay cut to make this team happen.
Well, that's true, and Thieves have had a bunch of layoffs, so it very well could have been a financial issue.
I think it was just a financial issue, in my personal opinion. because this team was really good together. I mean, they definitely, if they stuck it together one more year, I feel like they would have had a lot more championships underneath their belts, or just major wins, minor wins, whatever. Um, but I do think like
my
financials are
thing is
playing a
like,
role.
I just hate that Ghosty got dropped.
Yeah, like he's a good fucking player, and
He's so good. Like, if there was one guy that I felt like was the absolute odd man out on this team, and was like, if they're gonna drop somebody, I feel like Envoy was probably the guy. Envoy is really good when he's on his game, but he's also very inconsistent, and he's kind of showed that the last 2 years now. So I was like, my thought was, if they do make a change, maybe they try to pick up somebody in place of Envoy and try to make this team maybe even a little bit better.
yeah.
But dropping Ghosty and Envoy was kind of a shock to me.
So, it's just it's something that I think is going to be in consideration with a lot of teams as they build their rosters. Is excuse me, mom. The financial aspect of it. I mean, the economy's kind of not in a good spot right now, and there's not a lot of money to go around. People are spending less on entertainment. This is just real world shit. People are spending less money on entertainment and on going to these events and on traveling. I mean, you look at and especially like from other countries as well. I'm not gonna go too far into it because I don't want to bring that kind of stuff up here, but it is playing a factor, unfortunately. And why some of these.
I mean, it's even playing a factor in the CDL hosting events in the U.S. apparently, with the rumor that we're gonna have 2 EU events next season. So
yeah, because
that's interesting.
because countries are warning people about traveling to the United States for certain reasons. Whether you believe they're valid or unvalid, that is the case. Less people are vacationing or even traveling to the United States for any sort of reason. It's a whole thing to unpack. So I think you're definitely gonna see that, especially with how worldwide esports is, and how these actual real world political dealings in the current political and climate is having its effect on video games, and just like not even just Call of Duty esports, but like esports as like a whole. And I think we're gonna start seeing more and more of that as time goes on. So it's just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind as you see some of these things happening. It might not even be like they probably wanted to stay together as a team. They just couldn't financially make it happen, and they just kind of like made they're making the best decisions for themselves and how to keep their paycheck, and to do what's best for themselves and their career at the end of the day. So, and same thing with the organizations. They're doing what they need to do to survive. With economic hardships and stuff like that, and you kind of have to pick and choose your battles and where to put your money, and you have to really take a lot better care of like what you're investing in. So
yeah, I mean, and if you would have asked me like a month ago what I honestly thought was going to happen with this team before the rumor that Ghosty and Envoy were getting dropped, my rumor that I thought that this was going to be like, this would be like a dream team scenario. But like, with all the things that have surrounded this team and all the things that have happened, I really thought, honestly, especially with the rumor that Halo is not going to be supported, so like they're kind of just hanging it up, and they're not really going to do much esports wise. And like the thought that a lot of Halo players could be coming over, my dream team scenario would be that they just dropped Envoy and picked up Formal.
yeah, I mean, do we see Formal going somewhere other than Optic? I mean, the Optic squad, I believe,
The only place
together,
that I could see him going other than Optic is Thieves.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would want to go anywhere else. I mean, if he really, really wants to compete, I could see him maybe just trying to throw himself on some CDL team. But like, really, like the way Formal is and the way that everybody knows he just wants to win. But like, I don't think he would just take a chance on some random team. I think he'd want to go to Optic or Thieves, maybe FaZe, but like FaZe seemed to have everything lined up already. I mean, this is a very little known fact to people that, for one, don't follow Optic, and for two, don't follow Halo very much. But Formal was loaned to FaZe and did play for FaZe's Halo team for a little bit at the
It's true.
beginning of Halo Infinite. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a possibility for him to go somewhere else. And I mean,
I don't know.
it'd be good to
Honestly,
see him,
I
and
think
his career is not over
honestly,
yet.
I think Formal either fully retires this time or takes a break. I don't know if he tries to compete in COD if he can't play for Optic or Thieves.
Yeah. That's.
I really don't even think he wants to leave Optic, to be honest. I feel
No.
like he's in way too good of a spot on Optic from a content perspective and everything that I just don't think he wants to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I honestly think that he either waits until the next Halo game and esports starts back up, maybe plays a couple random events on Infinite, or he just straight retires. He's like, I'm doing content now.
Either are possibilities. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see, especially with these 2 roster spots opening up on Thieves. But if it is a financial decision, I don't see them being able to afford Formal. He's a world renowned like Call of Duty like FPS player. Not even just Call of Duty, but FPS.
Him and Nate were good friends. He could be like, yeah, I'll just play for. I don't really care what price it is. I'll just play.
Sure, I mean, yeah, he could. It's a possibility. I mean, Nate's no longer. He's had to step down as CEO recently due to some of his own personal things that he's done. So I don't really know. It's just one of those things we're gonna have to sit and watch. I mean, eventually we'll go through and do like a whole roster mania episode where we just kind of talk about this. But a couple more moves have to be made first.
Yeah,
that's more.
that roster mania episode probably will be. It's at least a month or so out.
Yeah.
I would say the earliest that might happen is if we get a whole bunch of stuff before Black Ops 6 launches. But if I had to guess, for people that are interested in Roster Mania, when a full Roster Mania podcast would come out, probably a week or two into the launch of Black Ops 6.
I would say probably week 2, because usually after like the first week, of Black Ops 6, we usually do a full like, oh, this is our first thoughts on the game, and this is everything that we have on launch.
And it's also one of those things where like teams want to start playing and scrimming immediately, so it's like I would expect at least at the very latest within the first month of the launch that we get, if not fully confirmed teams, we basically know who's playing with who, because they're going to be playing together. People are going to be scrimming. We're going to basically know who's on what team.
Yep. It'll all be, if not confirmed, close to it by then, which will be good for us anyway, so that we can, share that information with y'all. That is kind of it for us today. It is 3 o'clock. We had a little bit of a late start today due to my computer issues. Don't worry, guys. I will be working on trying to solve those here soon. I'm currently working on building my new PC. I'm just buying parts as I could afford to buy them. I had some other expenses come up recently, so it's a little behind schedule. But the hope is by Call of Duty, I have this all sorted and such. But thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. This has been episode number 130. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys follow us on Twitch, where we stream this live every Wednesday. And then also, check us out on YouTube, where I'm currently getting caught back up on uploading episodes. So check those out. Take a trip down memory lane. Support the podcast there. And whatnot. Anything you have to add to this end of this episode, Deception?
I think we're good.
Alrighty, so Deception, say bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time. Peace.